Hello and welcome! It's me again, Liuqa, Leoka. So for today's vlog, we will talk about destruction of habitat. First, we will talk about what is habitat. So to answer that question, habitat is an ecological area that is inhabited by animals, plants, and other organisms like coral reef in the ocean. As life goes on, we became innovative, high-tech, and even improves our lives that we forgot that we are also destructing our habitats. So, in this vlog, I will tackle about destruction of habitat. The first one is deforestation. One of the main reasons is removing trees and plants. It has negatively impacts to natural ecosystem and biodiversity. Tropical rainforests are especially vulnerable because they are home to much of the world's biodiversity. The next thing is habitat degradation. It destroys the habitat by damaging air, water, and quality, making the habitat a breeding ground for toxins. Negative environmental changes contribute to the downfall of many animals and plants, leading to endangerment and eventual species extinction. I have also here some examples of habitat degradation. So the third one is extraction of natural resources. The main example of this is mining operation and drilling. The extraction of natural resources is the process of removing materials from the environment for human use. Mine exploration, construction operation, and maintenance may result in land use change and may have associated negative impacts on environments, including deforestation, erosion, contamination, and alteration of soil profiles, contamination of local streams and wetlands, and increase in noise level, thus emissions. Next is fragmentation. Fragmentation occurs when large blocks of habitat are cut into smaller pieces by development such as roads or housing. The remaining blocks of habitat may be too small to sustain population of number of species, and the fragmentation often results in barriers to species movement. The next one is fresh water is a major contributor to marine pollution, and the two are linked in a number of ways. The first one is the oil spill. Oil spill can stay in the ocean that can be contaminated by the sea creatures such as fishes. It reduces their growth in large river, changes in heart and respiration rates, fin erosion, and reproduction impairment if they can eat the oil. Next is industrial waste. Industrial waste can contaminate drinking water sources, lakes, rivers, and coastal waters. This can harm aquatic life and make the water unsafe for human consumption. Next thing is the plastic, the most very common problem. Plastics, the large items of plastics can capture and entangle marine mammals and fish and stop them from escaping, usually leading to starvation, injury, and predator vulnerability. Next thing is freshwater runoffs. Refers to the flow of fresh water from land into bodies of water like rivers, ponds, lakes, oceans, which can harm coral reefs by causing mortality, erosion, and osmotic stress, leading to bleaching and death of corals. It can also impact surface salinity, affecting the ability of marine organisms to reproduce. Because of this, humans and all organisms are being affected. such as we are experiencing species endangerment, loss of shelters, loss of natural landscape, damage to soil quality, damage to ecosystems, increase of water demand. So, those are some reasons and effects of destructing our own habitat. Life has two sides. If we have reasons of destructing it, we also have ways and reason how we can mitigate the effects of destruction of habitat. So, let me give you this. The first thing that we must do to revive or to sustain again our habitat is to raise awareness for diversity, encouraging each of one to help bring back the old place that our humans, animals, and plants live in. Next is restore habitat. It is achieved through continuous management, protection efforts, and rebuilding those areas, and also if we continue to help one another. Lastly is sustainable development. Support organizations that strive for conversion of tropical rainforest habitats because that is where species diversity can be found. So I hope you learned something of what I have tackled today. That ends our vlog for today, and I'm leaving you with a quote that says, "If we don't start to act now, then when?"